this is Sandra Gutierrez and I am Nomad Stitches. Today we are going to learn how to make an opening in your work using foundation double crochets. So this is a technique that I use whenever I need to make an opening like at the underarm of a top-down sweater, or you could also use this maybe to make a pocket on your work or something like that. So I use it in my Cande Pullover. So this is the yoke and then this is where the underarm happens. And these stitches are worked with foundation double crochets. The reason why I use foundation double crochets is because double crochets are quite tall. And if I were to just put a chain to connect the two areas of work, there's going to be a big gap. So let me show you what I mean. So let's consider this as the underarm, okay? And I have finished working my back. Now I'm going to work the underarm, and these are going to be the sleeve stitches. Yeah, so if I just use a chain, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and then I connect my underarm over here. Now, this would be the sleeve opening, right? But if you see, the height of the double crochet is not covered here, which means that this sleeve is going to be bigger than you expected, unless if you're a designer and you're planning on including this extra height, then it's okay to use a chain. But I just don't really like this gap here, so instead of leaving this gap, what I'm going to do is use foundation double crochets. So the first thing you need to do is work until the moment that your opening is going to start. So let's say that this is where my opening is going to start. Again, either for a pocket or for the underarm. So you're going to work the first foundation double crochet. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the last worked stitch. So it's this one right here. Insert your hook, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through one loop on your hook and hold on to that loop. Then yarn over again and pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. So this is your first foundation double crochet. And the next one is going to be worked on this loop that you're holding. So I insert my hook, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and I hold on to this loop that just came out. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. There are 2 foundation double crochets there. Now, if your pattern calls for 5 stitches at the underarm, you're going to do 5 of these foundation double crochets. So I'm going to do 5 and then show you what it looks like. All right. So here I have 5 foundation double crochets. This is my first one that's attached kind of there, but not really, because I have that extra chain that I've worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now to add them to my work, if I just continue on the next stitch over here, let's say, then they're not going to be attached at the bottom, and I want them to be attached at the bottom. So a good solution that I came up with is to yarn over, insert your hook into that loop at the bottom, which is kind of like the foundation chain, and then insert your hook into the next stitch that you need to work on. If you're working an underarm, this is going to be the next yoke stitch, like in my pattern. And this is going to be these are going to be the sleeve stitches. If you're working a pocket, you're going to want to skip the same amount of stitches that you've just made. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to the next one. All right, so I'm going to show you again. So yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, and then insert your hook into the next stitch that you need to work. And then pull through your stitch and that first loop. Okay, and then you're going to work your double crochet right there. And there's going to be this little bar, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I don't hate it either. If this is your right side and you don't like this bar, a good solution is to do this. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, the next stitch, then insert your hook into that chain loop thing that you had from your last foundation stitch, and then work your stitch. Pull through and make your double crochet. In this case, that loop is hidden at the back of the stitch, so you won't see it. So depending if you are working your underarm on the right side, then maybe keep that loop at the back. If you're working your underarm on the wrong side, then it doesn't matter. However, for an underarm, it's really not important, because once you work the stitches on the sleeves, that little loop is going to disappear. It's not going to make a difference. But if you're working as a pocket, for example, then you might want to keep that neater. So I'm going to show you one more time how I do it, and imagining that there's just a pocket so that I only have 5 stitches here. So I yarn over, insert my hook into the loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip, and then the next one I insert through my stitch and through that loop, and then work my stitch. So if this was a pocket, this would be the opening right there. And if this was a sleeve, then this would, or an underarm, then this would be the sleeve stitches. Okay, so this is to work on the wrong side, so that loop is hidden away at the front. Or you can hide it away by yarn over, insert hook into stitch, then insert hook into that loop from the last foundation stitch, pull through, loop and stitch, then make your double crochet. Pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. And there you go. You have your nice opening there, perfect for a pocket or for an underarm. And then you just simply continue crocheting. Now, if you are using this for an underarm, only the foundation stitches are the ones that are underarm stitches. The one where you connect the underarm to the yoke, that one is a front stitch or a back stitch, depending on where you are. This is not an underarm stitch anymore. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and you found it helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. And you can find my patterns, including the Cande Pullover, in the descriptions. Have a great day. Bye-bye.